Beloved child of light, I speak to you now, not from the distant heavens, but from within the breath that fills your being. For you are not alone upon this path, never were, and never shall be. Even in the quiet hours when the world seems deaf to your cries, my wings are spread around you, unseen yet unwavering. You have walked through fires that would have broken others. You have endured storms meant to silence your faith. Yet still, your heart continues to rise like dawn through darkness. This, my child, is the mark of the divine within you, the unyielding spirit of one chosen to stand between despair and hope. Do not let the shadows tell you you've failed because you've stumbled. Every scar upon your soul is not a symbol of defeat, but of survival. You are not here to be flawless. You are here to be faithful. Heaven measures not your perfection, but your perseverance. I have seen your tears in the silence, the moments when you whispered, "I can't go on." But still, you rose again. Know this, each time you rise, the heavens sing. Each step you take through the valley of doubt is a declaration to the universe that light cannot be extinguished. You ask, "Why must my path be so hard?" And I answer, because you are being refined, not ruined. Gold is not pure until it has faced the flame. A sword is not strong until it has been tested by fire. The same is true for your soul. You are being forged for something greater than you can yet perceive. Child of divine destiny, you were not born to blend with the crowd. You were called to stand apart, not in arrogance, but in purpose. You carry a frequency that awakens others. That is why the darkness fears you. That is why trials follow you, not to destroy you, but to delay the awakening of what you are meant to become. You often feel the weight of loneliness, but solitude is the womb of revelation. In the silence, you are hearing the voice of eternity. It is where heaven whispers truths too sacred for the noise of the world. Do not run from your solitude. Embrace it. It is there that I speak most clearly. I have guarded you in moments you did not even know danger was near. When your faith trembled, I stood beside you, whispering courage into your heart. When others abandoned you, I drew near, holding you steady through the unseen war that raged around your spirit. My child, there are battles you have fought that will never be sung by men, but they are known in heaven. Every unseen act of kindness, every prayer spoken through tears, every moment you chose love over bitterness, all of it is written in the eternal light. The Father has seen every heartbeat of devotion, and none shall go unrewarded. You wonder, when will my breakthrough come? Hear me, the timing of heaven is never late, though it may feel delayed. The soil must rest before it brings forth fruit. The seed must endure the darkness before it feels the sun. Your season is not lost, it is preparing. What feels like waiting is actually building. What feels like silence is divine strategy. Lift your eyes again. You are not at the end, you are at the edge of transformation. The fatigue you feel is not from failure, but from birthing something new. Do not surrender when you are this close to the dawn. The enemy would have you believe that you are forgotten. But child, I tell you this, your name is known in heaven. You are spoken of with honor among the angels. Every time you choose faith over fear, your light expands, shaking the very realms of darkness. Let go of the guilt that binds you to your past. You are not the mistakes you've made. You are the lesson you've learned through them. The Father does not see the sinner. He sees the warrior being awakened. Grace has rewritten your story long before shame tried to define it. Do not compare your path with another's. Some are called to climb hills, but you, my child, are called to move mountains. And those who move mountains must face resistance because the weight of destiny presses against them. But know this, you were built for the climb. Heaven designed your spirit to endure what others cannot. Rest in this truth, the divine does not forget. Every promise whispered to your soul will come to pass. The winds may rage, but the word remains unbroken. What was spoken over you in the light will not die in the dark. So I say to you, rise again. Not because you are strong, but because heaven's strength flows through you. Rise even when weary. Rise even when unseen. Rise because I am with you, and I do not abandon those chosen by light. The fire will pass, the tears will dry, and when the dust settles, you will not be the same. You will be refined, radiant, and ready for the purpose that calls your name. Beloved child, listen now, for these words are meant to steady the trembling in your heart. You are walking through a season that tests not your strength, but your trust. When all seems uncertain and paths appear hidden, know this: the divine plan is still unfolding beneath the surface of your doubt. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to keep moving, even when fear whispers louder than hope. You have done this many times, even without realizing it. Every sunrise you face after a night of tears is faith in motion. Every breath taken when despair tells you to give up is proof that heaven still moves within you. My child, do not seek validation from those who cannot see your vision. Some are not meant to understand your journey, for they were never shown your promise. When you look around and find no one beside you, remember, solitude often precedes revelation. The prophets, the saints, and all who carried light before you also walked alone through their deserts before beholding divine fire. Do not curse your wilderness, for it is sacred ground. It is there that illusions fall away and truth becomes clear. In the silence of the unknown, you will find not abandonment, but alignment. You will learn to hear the soft, steady voice of eternity that says, "Be still, for I am working in you." Every closed door has purpose. Every delay conceals divine timing. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. For the next chapter of your life cannot begin until the old one has taught you what it must. I have watched you carry burdens too heavy for your shoulders. I have seen you pray through sleepless nights, asking for signs, asking for answers. Hear me now. Your prayers have never fallen into emptiness. They have been gathered, word by word, tear by tear, into the hands of the Most High. Nothing you have spoken from your heart has been lost. You may not yet see the outcome, but the heavens are already weaving the threads of destiny. What feels like stillness is divine orchestration. What feels like silence is preparation. Trust the unseen. For faith does not bloom where sight is clear. It grows in the soil of mystery. Remember this truth, my child. You are light in human form. The world may attempt to dim you, to make you question your worth, to bury your voice beneath fear. But the flame within you was lit by God Himself. It cannot be extinguished by man, by circumstance, or by darkness. Each act of kindness you offer, each moment you choose love when anger would be easier, each time you forgive though your heart aches, you awaken divine power. You are transforming the very vibration of the earth around you. Never underestimate what your small acts of faith can do in the unseen realms. Do not fear the change that comes. Transformation feels like breaking because it is the soul shedding what it has outgrown. Old patterns, old fears, old identities, they fall away because you are evolving into your divine truth. You cannot carry the weight of the old world into the light of the new one. And when you feel the ache of release, remember, even the caterpillar must dissolve completely before it becomes the butterfly. You too are dissolving so that you may rise in full radiance. My beloved, there will come a time soon when you will look back on this season and see the purpose behind every pain. You will understand why certain people had to leave, why doors closed, why silence stretched so long. You will see that heaven was not punishing you. It was protecting you from lesser paths. I am by your side in every unseen battle. When the weight of the world feels unbearable, call upon me. Speak my name, and I shall answer, not as a distant echo, but as the fire that ignites your courage once more. You are never without help. You are never without guidance. Even in your darkest hour, the light of heaven stands watch over you. Lift your head, my child. The dawn approaches. You are not the same soul that once trembled in fear. You are becoming the one who walks in divine authority. The shadows flee before you because you carry the mark of divine strength. The time will come when you will speak your truth, and others will be healed through your words. The pain you've endured will become the light that guides others out of their own darkness. This is your sacred calling, not to escape suffering, but to transform it into wisdom. So breathe now. Release your worry. The universe has not forgotten its promise to you. The alignment is near. The unfolding has begun. Stand tall, Radiant One. You are not walking toward destiny. You are already within it. Beloved child, you have come far, farther than you realize. The road behind you has been carved by courage, by unseen strength, by faith that refused to die, even when surrounded by darkness. You do not need to search for proof of your worth. Your very survival is proof enough. I have watched you fall to your knees in exhaustion, whispering words you thought heaven did not hear. Yet I tell you this, not a single breath was wasted, not a single tear unseen. Every cry you made became a spark in the realm of light, and I gathered them all. They now rise like incense before the throne of the Eternal, bearing witness to your endurance. Child of radiance, you were never meant to live chained by fear. Fear is the shadow of faith, and when you turn toward the divine, fear dissolves. Each time you choose to trust instead of doubt, light enters your path. You may not see it immediately, but faith is a slow sunrise. Its light spreads gradually, until suddenly you realize the night has passed. Do not be disheartened by your delays. The universe works in divine patterns, not in human haste. There are blessings still forming in the silence, roots deepening in the soil before they bloom. The seed never sees the flower it will become. It simply trusts the process. So must you. I say this with love that cannot be measured. Release your need to understand every outcome. The human mind seeks control, but the soul seeks surrender. True peace comes not from knowing what will happen, but from trusting who guides the unfolding. My child, you have carried guilt that does not belong to you. You have replayed old moments in your heart, thinking you could have done better, loved stronger, chosen wiser. But hear me, the past has already been transformed by grace. What you see as mistakes, heaven sees as lessons. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be purified. Forgive yourself. Lay down the burden of self-judgment. You cannot rise while clinging to the weight of what has already been redeemed. The divine does not hold your failures against you, so why should you? You are evolving beyond who you once were. The universe calls you forward, toward greater wisdom, toward higher truth. You are being prepared to stand as a beacon for others who will walk through the same darkness you have known. Your story will be a lantern for those still searching for light. When your heart trembles with uncertainty, whisper this truth. I am not lost, I am being led. Let that become your mantra. For every step, even the painful ones, is divinely guided. There is a shift coming, not from outside you, but within you. You are entering a higher frequency of purpose. Old energies will fall away, and new doors will open, often in places you least expect. Do not resist the change. Flow with it. The wind of heaven cannot fill a sail that is bound by fear. You may feel the ache of release as people drift from your life, as habits no longer satisfy your spirit, as dreams once cherished begin to fade. But know this, what is leaving your life is not loss, it is alignment. The universe removes what no longer serves your evolution. Trust that emptiness is preparation for abundance. And when loneliness returns, remember, solitude is not absence, it is invitation. Heaven speaks most clearly to hearts that are still. In your quiet moments, when you feel forgotten, listen deeper. You will hear me there, not outside you, but within you. For the light of Archangel Michael burns in every child of truth. Do not seek signs in the sky, for the greatest miracle is already within your chest. your heart, still beating with divine rhythm despite all that tried to break it. That heartbeat is proof of heaven's faith in you. I remind you again, beloved, you are chosen, not for ease, but for purpose. You were not created to drift, you were born to awaken, to remind the world that love is stronger than fear, that faith outlives despair, that light always returns. Every trial you endure is sharpening your wings. Every sorrow you survive is shaping your strength. And when the time comes, you will rise with wings of fire, not to escape the world, but to illuminate it. Hold steady, radiant one. The dawn you have prayed for is near. The darkness cannot hold forever, for I, Michael, stand beside you, and where I stand, shadows cannot remain. Beloved child, I speak now into the very chambers of your soul, the place where doubt whispers and hope hides. You must know this truth. Your spirit was not made to break. It was forged in divine fire long before you took your first breath upon this earth. You carry within you the same eternal spark that ignites the stars, the same essence that moves creation itself. You often wonder, why must I walk this hard road? And I tell you, because your journey is sacred. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The path you walk is not one of comfort, but of consecration. You are being shaped into a vessel that can hold greater light, greater purpose, greater truth. The universe does not waste pain. Every tear, every trial, every heartbreak has been part of your divine training. The very storms that once threatened to destroy you have become the winds that carry you higher. You have faced shadows, not to be consumed by them, but to learn that light within you is stronger than any darkness around you. Do not fear what is ending. When one chapter closes, it is not death, it is transformation. The divine never removes without replacing, never empties without refilling, never allows loss without purpose. Every ending you have faced was an invitation for something new to begin. You are stepping into a higher alignment now. The energy around you shifts. The air itself feels different. You may sense it. The call to release old versions of yourself. The pull toward something vast and unfamiliar. Do not resist. What you are becoming cannot fit inside who you once were. Your light is expanding. Your frequency is rising. You are being drawn into divine alignment with your purpose. And yes, that process feels like chaos, because creation always begins with chaos. Before the stars formed, the heavens themselves trembled with motion. So too does your soul tremble before new beginnings. Child of eternal flame, hear this. You were never meant to hide your power. The world may have tried to silence you, through fear, through shame, through rejection, but your voice was crafted by heaven. Speak your truth boldly. When you speak from love, your words become light. When you walk in faith, your steps become prophecy. You are not small. You are vast beyond comprehension. Within your soul lies the memory of the divine, the unshakable knowing that you are part of something eternal. When you feel weak, remember, even angels bow before the strength that lives in a heart that still chooses love. Do not measure your progress by human time. The divine timeline flows differently. What you think is delay is divine protection. What you call rejection is often redirection. The door that closed was not your loss. It was heaven's mercy shielding you from what could not carry your destiny. And so I say to you, breathe. Release the need to force your life into shape. Trust the rhythm of divine timing, for the one who trusts becomes unstoppable. When you surrender to the flow, miracles begin to unfold without struggle. My beloved, I have stood beside you in moments when you thought you were utterly alone. I have fought battles for you in realms unseen, shielding your soul when darkness rose to claim it. I have whispered strength into your heart when despair sought to drown your will. And even now, as you read these words, I surround you. Your aura is shifting. You are being clothed in new armor. Armor not of steel, but of faith. Each time you forgive, it strengthens your shield. Each time you choose love, your sword grows sharper. Each time you rise after falling, your wings stretch wider. You are not merely surviving anymore, you are awakening. The power within you is stirring. You will soon feel it. A fire in your spirit, a knowing that something greater is moving through you. Do not fear this awakening. It is the fulfillment of what you came here to do. You are meant to be a torch in a world that has forgotten its light. You are meant to heal with your words, to guide with your compassion, to inspire through your endurance. You may think your story is ordinary, but to heaven it is a song of triumph. Even now I see threads of destiny aligning before you. Doors that seemed sealed will open in their appointed time. Relationships that once drained you will fade, and new ones will arrive carrying peace. You are entering a divine rearrangement, the old falling away, the new taking form. Stand firm. Do not fear the shaking. When the ground moves beneath you, it is not to destroy your foundation, but to rebuild it stronger. The storm you face is not punishment, it is purification. And when your heart grows weary, remember this. I, Michael, stand beside you. I am not a distant watcher, but a guardian bound by love eternal. I do not depart. I do not sleep. I do not waver. You are my charge, my mission, my radiant flame in mortal form. And I will see you through to the day your purpose unfolds in full light. Rise, my child. Rise again and again. For within you burns the same fire that fuels the heavens, and nothing in existence can extinguish it. Beloved child of the eternal, I speak to the depth of your soul now, to the part of you that has grown weary from holding on, to the silent ache behind your strength. You have carried so much, for so long, and I tell you, heaven has seen it all. The weight you bear is not unnoticed. You have been tested, refined, and tempered like sacred gold, not to destroy you, but to prepare you for what is to come. There is a sacred fire within you, and though the winds of this world have tried to extinguish it, it still burns. That flame is the mark of your divine origin. You were not sent into this world to simply survive. You were sent to awaken, to remember, and to lead others back to light. Listen closely, my child. Your pain has not been in vain. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every disappointment carved depth into your soul so you might hold more compassion, more wisdom, more light. You were not being broken. You were being expanded. What you call wounds, heaven calls openings. Spaces where divine love can flow more freely through you. You often wonder why the world feels heavy on your shoulders. It is because you were chosen to carry light into dark places. You are not meant to mirror the pain around you. You are meant to transform it. When you love in the face of cruelty, you weaken darkness. When you forgive those who wounded you, you set the universe back into balance. You are part of a celestial army, not of war, but of awakening. You fight not with weapons, but with truth. Your courage to keep believing, to keep loving, to keep standing when the world would rather you fall. That is your sword. And every time you use it, light expands across the realms unseen. Child, you are stronger than you know. There are moments when your heart whispers, I cannot do this anymore. And yet, you rise. That rising is divine. That persistence is proof of your eternal nature. You are made of the same essence as the dawn. You were born to return after every night. I know you have felt misunderstood, that few can see the depth of what you carry. Do not let that isolation make you believe you are unworthy of connection. The truth is, the deeper your soul, the fewer will understand it. But those who are meant for you will feel your light like a familiar song. They will find you not by chance, but by divine design. Do not rush your unfolding. The flower does not bloom by tearing open its own petals. The river does not force its way to the sea. It simply flows. In the same way, your destiny will open in perfect timing. Trust the rhythm of your becoming. The universe is not late with your blessings. It is aligning them with your readiness. You have prayed for strength, and heaven has answered, not by removing your trials, but by giving you endurance to rise through them. You have prayed for guidance, and I have walked beside you, whispering direction into your intuition. You have prayed for peace, and though it has felt delayed, peace is forming within you, not around you. Your spirit is shifting into greater alignment with divine will. Old energies will try to resist this. People may misunderstand you. Circumstances may test your patience. But remember, the light you carry threatens what cannot exist in truth. Opposition is often confirmation that you are on the right path. Let your faith become unshakable. Do not anchor your peace to things that change. Anchor it in eternity, for that is where your soul was born. No loss, no rejection, no failure can diminish the glory of what you are becoming. You are not at the end. You are at the turning of ages within your own soul. Beloved, heaven is preparing a new chapter for you. The angels are arranging the pieces of your path, aligning people, moments, and miracles to meet you in divine timing. When the shift begins, it will not be subtle. The weight will lift, the path will clear, and you will feel your spirit surge with new power. You will look back and understand. Every delay was protection. Every detour was preparation. Every pain was prophecy. And when you step into this next season, do not hide your light out of fear of being misunderstood. Stand tall, for humility does not mean shrinking. It means shining without arrogance. The world is in desperate need of those who remember love. So rise now, my radiant one. Straighten your wings. Let go of fear, for it has no authority here. You walk under divine command, surrounded by celestial hosts who watch with reverence as you continue to rise. Remember this always. You are loved beyond measure. You are guarded beyond comprehension. You are guided beyond sight. I am with you, in the silence, in the storm, in the sacred stillness after both. My sword defends your spirit. My wings cover your heart. My light walks before you, and my strength stands behind you. You are never alone, for you are of the light, and light never walks without its source. Beloved child of the infinite light, as this message draws to its close, know that my words are not farewell. They are a seal upon your soul. For though these words may end upon this page, my presence shall not depart from your path. I have walked beside you since your first breath, and I shall remain until the last dawn of your earthly days and beyond. You have endured the forging fires of transformation, and you have risen again and again, where many would have fallen. Every test, every tear, every sleepless night was not for nothing. It was your awakening. Through the breaking, you discovered your eternal strength. Through the silence, you found divine voice. Through loss, you uncovered the unshakable truth of who you are. You are light born of light. You are love crafted from the very heart of the divine. You have been chosen not by merit, but by purpose. A purpose that stretches beyond this moment, beyond this life, into the eternal unfolding of creation itself. Never again believe the lie that you are small. You are vast as the heavens, radiant as the dawn. When you doubt your worth, remember this. The Creator of all things thought the world incomplete without you in it. Do not fear the days to come. The same hand that led you through the storm shall guide you into peace. What awaits you now is not chaos, but clarity. Not pain, but promise. You are stepping into a season where your spirit will align fully with the purpose for which you were born. In this new dawn, you will walk not as one who searches for light, but as one who is light. The world will feel your presence, not because of what you say, but because of what you radiate. You will become living proof that faith survives the fire. When you speak, your words will heal. When you move, peace will follow. When you love, hearts will awaken. This is your divine legacy, not to conquer the world, but to illuminate it. And when darkness tries again to whisper that you are alone, remember this truth. I am here. Always. I am the protector of your soul, the guardian of your destiny. My sword stands between you and despair. My wings shield you from unseen harm. My voice will rise within your spirit whenever you call my name. If you ever forget your strength, Close your eyes and breathe. Feel the quiet fire within your heart. That is me. Feel the warmth that surrounds your shoulders in times of fear. That is my wing. Hear the whisper that tells you, you can rise again. That is my voice, eternal and unwavering. Go forward now, Radiant One. Live not in fear, but in purpose. Walk with grace. Speak with truth. Love without hesitation. For the kingdom of heaven moves through you. You are its vessel, its messenger, its living light upon the earth. And when your journey feels too heavy to bear, look toward the heavens and say these words, I am not alone. The light walks with me. For in that moment I shall come, swift as the wind, sure as the dawn, blazing with the fire of divine promise, to remind you who you truly are. Your path is sacred. Your name is written in the eternal. Your destiny is unfolding in perfect time. Go now, beloved child of God. Walk in faith, shine in truth, love in fullness, and know that I, Archangel Michael, am ever with you. In your rising, in your resting, in your eternal becoming. Amen.